Okay, so picture that, but big, big and fluffy, really big and fluffy, because that's what you get to Wolfmother. He's got this brilliant looking fro that just bounces and bounces for days. So, you know, I thought it would be funny because I grow a fro, but then yeah, it's short now, and I'm not really willing to commit the time to actually grow out the fro and wait till then and then do that bit again. So just picture it in your mind. It's just big and fluffy, and it bounces. And it bounces. Something like that. So, yeah, that's Wolfmother for you. Frotastic. Any case, Wolfmother are a band that's been around for longer than I admitted I thought, because they broke out in 2006 with, well, Woman, and Dimension, and my personal favorite, Joker and the Thief. And they just dominated the rock world, and then kind of disappeared. They put out a second album in 2009, Cosmic Egg. It was pretty sweet, but, it is what it is. It didn't actually tend to as well to the fans as the first one did. And then they've disbanded. So let's do a little history. I'll give you a little bit, but I think the startups are more important. So Wolfmother is an Australian hard rock band formed in 2000 by vocalist Andrew Scottsdale, keyboardist Chris Ross, drummer Miles Heskett, and the band, a three-piece, ended up breaking up shortly after the original debut in 2006. They released their album in 2005, rather. And then it's been a weird thing with him because it's been like a backdoor opening of bassists and drummers just for a long time. He seems to not be able to hold down a solid member because in 2008, co-founders Ross and Heskett left the band due to irreconcilable personal musical differences. I can talk. After which, Andrew decided to continue with Wolfmother and hiring new musicians. And even that didn't work for a while. The members ended up leaving again after Cosmic Egg came out in 2009, and he had to replace them again. In 2011, they began working on the follow-up to Cosmic Egg, after more lineup changes following the leftover members leaving. And he ended up changing what was to be the third album from Wolfmother into his first solo album, Keep Moving, and decided to retire the Wolfmother monk year because it wasn't the same without the original bandmates, which he named it with. So, Wolfmother was to be retired. Andrew was supposed to go on solo with his solo album and play some Wolfmother stuff. Well, let's just say that Wolfmother sounds a lot better than Andrew Scottsdale for tour, and that people weren't too happy when he decided to not play as Wolfmother anymore. Demanding it came back, so as the quickest band breakup of all time, he brought Wolfmother out of retirement very quickly. It was almost months. And that was immediately followed by him getting back in the studio for a follow-up, an official follow-up to Wolfmother's Cosmic Egg, a long-awaited one. And in 2014, just a couple weeks ago, arrives New Crown. I guess it was just last week. So, New Crown was put out online, and it wasn't actually put out in physical copies, or I'd have it for you, because I like doing that. The whole, ooh, look at the album thing, and it's not here, so I would, but I can't. So let's get through this album. This makes me sad, guys. It really does. Because the thing is about Wolfmother is that they were an amazing rock band that's just down on their luck because they can't get up to the height of their 2006 masterpiece. And ever since the debut, they've been trying to achieve that same success, but their biggest problem is that they can't seem to do it. In 2009, they had a good album, solid, but wasn't as good as the debut. And now we get to New Crown. And I'm really upset by this, because the biggest problem with New Crown isn't the songs at all, but the production or complete lack of it. I don't know, it really bothered me, because I understand that sometimes overproduction and polishing of songs can kill the rock and roll feel of a song, but the levels, if they're so bad and off and fuzzy and crazy weird and they can't even understand anything, it just sounds like crap and you can't listen to it. It's stupid, because a band with this much industry recognition and Grammys should be able to get into any studio they want to, and why not? Don't use GarageBand or Pro Tools and a garage sound for like a local band kind of thing. You're Wolfmother, you don't have to do that. You can be rock and roll. Just because Dave Grohl recorded his album in a garage does not mean you need to do the same thing. Psst, Dave Grohl's garage is awesome. Is yours a giant-ass studio? No? Then don't record in your garage. That's the worst part, because the songs themselves are good. So I can't critique the production too much, because it's just not there. There's no production at all, so do my best to critique just the music. The opener How Many Times kicks off with the fierce guitar and bass lines, pounding drums. It's this classic Zeppelin snarl from Andrew Scottsdale we love so much. His vocals are great. The album features different instruments on different songs, and the featured instrument on this first one is definitely the guitar. Second one, Enemy is On Your Mind. This comes out with a huge doom bass vibe, just kind of pounding along. And the bass lines that would just make John Entwistle of The Who blush, because it's powerful stuff. I mean, it's just crazy going after it, but the problem is that it's all you can hear because the production's so off, and it is an awesome song. This song channels Black Sabbath more than their usual Led Zeppelin, especially Andrew on vocals, who sounds like a much better sounding Ozzy. And the instrument featured bass. Duh. After that we get to Heavyweight, which takes that sound from Enemy Is On Your Mind and clicks it all the way up to 11, Spinal Tap style. And it's just the most doom-ridden song they've ever written. It's awesome. It's assaults all the senses with huge guitar solos, crunchy bass lines. This is primo Wolfmother. The songs sound great. This featured vocals fly into the high notes like never before, and it's too bad because you can't hear him as well as you would like to. You know, he should be in the forefront with his screaming vocals, but he's just like way back here and you can hear it, but it's like, no, I want it in my face. I want it loud, especially when it's this awesome. And the featured instruments here are both bass and guitar. Now, New Crown is one that's especially fixable, let's just say. It's really hurt badly by this production because, I don't know, this track is powerful and has some interesting changes up, and it's got this awesome sound to it, like Cosmic Egg, but fuzzier. You like picture New Moon Rising, the song off Cosmic Egg. It's like that, but a fuzzier version, and I don't know. If you fixed it, this song would be 100% better. It could go from an album filler to standout, like New Moon Rising was. They tried to add this blues bass groove that, at the end, it's good, but it just sort of seems to drag on. It's a missed attempt at what could have been an awesome breakdown. Featured artist. Instrument. Bass, again, big surprise. It carries on for a bit like that. Number 5, Tail Ships. It does add some completely needed change to the album. It features a killer organ solo and screaming high vocals from Andrew. This song is interesting. It's got kind of like an eerie, ghostly grave vibe to it, and the organ works wonderfully here. Featured instrument is organ! Exclamation point. From here we get to Feelings, which is, man, I mean, talk about a major change-up from Wolfmother's small book of things that they usually do. This jumps into punk. I mean, really punk. He starts off by, this is a new song we wrote, and he just fires into this punk song of, I don't know, it comes out of nowhere, and I love it. It's great to see Wolfmother trying new things, because it really works. Who knew they could rock a punk song? The drummer pounds the absolute crap out of the drums driving the beat, and the featured instrument is the Skins man, driving Skins. I Ain't Got No comes next, and it's, you know, I ain't got no satisfaction. Just kidding. I know you're all thinking it, come on. It's all you can hear when anyone hears I ain't got no. I ain't got no satisfaction. But this is hands down the best song on the album, but it's stupid because it actually has almost nothing to do with the song itself, and it's because this song is the least affected by the crappy production. It was recorded in what sounds like a single live take, and it sounds better because of that process. But it's stupid. It shouldn't have been the best song, even though it was good, because this is not their best song. It just happens to sound the best. They do bring the blues heavier than they usually do on this album. The blues come out of nowhere, like classic B.B. King lines into the Wolfmother genre. It's not like the rest of the album isn't blues already, because Led Zeppelin, but it sticks out more. Featured instrument is guitar. On track 8, She Got It. This is another one of those stronger songs with the wrong reason. It's, you know, don't get me wrong, it's a good song, but it's not the best song on here, and it stands out because, guess what? Production doesn't suck. Sounded like it was recorded live from a single show again. The song itself is great. It pushes punkish with slightly heavy rock like Wolfmother covered Motorhead. Again, like a punk song. Featured instrument, drums. Tangerine Dream is one of my favorite songs on the album. It's a highlight. It's a plain, awesome song. It's got great songwriting. It's got great instruments, good lyrics. It's vocally great. It's got a false ending with an interesting steel guitar ending with Andrew doing his best bass voice. It's a great song. Featured instrument is guitar. 10, Radio is one of the most, again, it's affected. It's crappy because the fuzz is just unstoppable here. You can't hear anything but it, and it's super stupid because this song is awesome, but you can't get past the fuzz. It's bad production or no production. It could be a light Wolfmother song, but it gets fuzzed up too much. Featured instrument bass. I don't know why as the final song on the album. It's kind of a secret track. It's got some weird noise noodling around with guitars and Andrew just messing with his crazy, weird high falsetto, and it sounds like it was added as an afterthought to the actual album. It's a featured guitar here, but I wanted to love this album because I love their first two. I wanted to, and the songs are great, but I can't love an album that's production is so crap that you can't listen to it. It hurts me to say this, guys, because it's really, I'm a huge Wolfmother fan, but 2 stars. I mean, there are highlights, obviously. Feelings, that huge punk rock change-up. I Ain't Got No has got some really good sound to it. She's Got It and Tangerine Dream are all great songs. And New Crown has got that cosmic doom. Heavyweight takes it even further. I don't know. The standouts would be Heavyweight, Feelings, I Ain't Got No, and Tangerine Dream. But it's such a bad thing because they could have made it so much better. And even though it's 2 stars, I hope they take this in the studio and fix it and put it out as a physical album because it would be such a better album. It's a shame, really.